What the heck is full grain leather? I'm sure you have heard the terminology and other leather grades, top grain, genuine leather, and bonded leather, and curious about what they mean? Let me explain it to you real quick. Leather is a thick structure of fibers blended together. And on the top layer, you have the formed callus part, which is we call grain, that holds everything together. That's the strongest part of the leather. It holds all the fibers underneath it. Imagine a house that sits on a foundation, just like that foundation holding the entire structure together. The grain does the same job on the leather. Just like the foundation holds the entire house together, if you take off the foundation, the whole structure gets a little bit shaky. Leather is the same. When you take off the grain, the whole fibers becomes a little bit less durable and weak. This is called the splitting machine that does that splitting work. It's a very old one. So once we split that leather, it became two. The one that has the grain is going to be full grain or top grain, depending on its journey in the tannery. The one in the bottom part is now called split suede, because both sides has fibers, doesn't have a grain. This can be done into a suede material, or it can be covered with a plastic layer finish, and that can be look like grain again, but artificial. The split dropping can be finished into a beautiful suede like this if it's good enough material and done nicely, or it could be turned into an item looks like full grain again, as we discovered sadly on a Bottega product, by covering it with a plastic film layer on top of that suede fibers that almost looks like the grain again. And finally, all kinds of other droppings, shavings and leather dust finally combined together and glued to make it look like some form of fabric again, and that's called bonded leather. That's basically leather garbage put together. In summary, if you see full grain, probably you're getting the best kind of leather. If you see top grain, it's still pretty good. It has the grain, durable, but probably has more makeup on it. If you see genuine leather, it means they got the dropping and they made it look like grain again with a plastic layer. It's not going to be as durable, but it could be okay. And if it's a suede, which is the dropping, finished beautifully as a suede. Nothing wrong with it. Some suedes are gorgeous. And if you see bonded leather, it's basically leather garbage put together. As long as you understand what they mean, I think it's all fair game.